Hello, welcome back. I'm going to focus a little bit, just to start with, on arpeggios. I'm going to show the major and minor shape and just a good way of playing them that makes them a bit more interesting. So there's typical major shape, there's different ones, all different styles of major shapes, but the very common major shape for 5 strings, this one. And the minor shape. I'll put the tabs up for those. They're the very common major minor scale shapes, arpeggio shapes. You can use them anywhere on the fretboard, again, wherever they start. The first note will be the root note, and that's the key of it. You can play them just up and down, sweeping up and down, which is great. You can also add a little repetitive section on the high strings before you come back down. So when you play them just on their own, up and down, they sound okay. So it's like it's okay. Add a little bit of flair. You can do this on any arpeggio. At the top of the high strings, just do a little double. I'll put the tabs up for this to show you what I mean. So what I'm doing there is that shape at the top, which is again the same part of that key. I'm just repeating that for those top 3 strings in a bit of a cycle. It just gives a bit more a rhythmic feel to it. Try it out with any arpeggio that you like, and just see what you come up with, you know. And you can move around the fretboard. Again, this is just like all my exercises. That is a major and minor arpeggio shape on that particular position. So you can move it up and down wherever you like. You can start with a shape up here somewhere, which you'll probably find a bit more difficult. We'll start there and work your way up with that same rhythmic pattern. So work your way back up, and the same thing with the minor. So start up here somewhere. Minor. And work it back up again. Focus on muting. I can use a fret wrap as well. I quite like these things. They're quite handy for sweeping. But you want to get to a stage where you don't need one. I mean, I have one because a lot of people use them. They just sound, the strings don't bleed into each other. You still have to mute it because you still get that ring. So when you're muting or sweeping, it's very important what you do with your left and right hand. So your right hand will do a big part. So when I sweep, I tend to sweep up here somewhere, and I've got my palm and my palm and my forearm resting across the strings as a bit of a muting mechanism. And so when you change notes, again with your left hand, make sure you're coming off at a good time and the notes are not bleeding into each other. Try that, let me know what you think. Great exercise to start on arpeggios. Start off real slow and work up to speed. Thank you, see you next time.